I think we're on the air. I believe we're on the air. Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday night, September 12th, 2017, here on the Rancho. I'm Rosie O'Kelly, and this is the Rosie O'Kelly channel. Let me mute myself on the side chat, just like to make sure that I'm actually broadcasting. Sometimes, as you guys know, been some problems with trying to get the stream sound on and synchronized, but I think we've been pretty good. I don't know. I got to stop wearing pink when I come on to these. You just can't wear pink. It's just something about computer cams and things. They just don't like really the hot pink color and everything. It just doesn't cut it. But anyway, everybody, it is Tuesday night. I just got off a real nice chat with TR Prepper. Very excited to try a chili recipe that one of the guys gave tonight. So that's kind of exciting. I like to try new things. I like to expand my cooking repertoire. So that's going to be awesome if that pans out. And I have to confess, I do like talking boom. You know, I do enjoy talking weapons, especially short arms and side arms and things like that. I enjoy those kind of chats, and I enjoy talking about prepping too. So now that's over, and it's kind of time to chill out and just relax here and chat with you guys. So I don't know if anybody will be around tonight, but I'm willing to run my flapper. So I'm going to run and get something to drink real quick, and I will be back in a minute. I don't know where the hell my glass went. I'm on the air. They just heard me go.
I'm Shay.
I'm on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm naked.
Well, you're naked, but you didn't walk in front. You didn't walk over here, and that's a good thing.
Just wondering that you're having a hideout.
Yeah, just for a couple hours tonight. Hey, Acumedia, nice to see you. Hello. Yeah, it's okay. They don't know that you're naked. Only I see you're naked. And you're not technically naked because you're wearing a towel there. Oh, big news tomorrow, guys. I am going to be in the shop tomorrow afternoon. And a lot of people always ask about the vintage audio. And, you know, when are you going to be in the shop again? I'm going to be in tomorrow to do, I hope, the second and final part of the Pioneer TX750 tuner. Should be around noon my time. It'll be about 3 o'clock, I think, on the East Coast. Have to take Jen tomorrow. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you, sweetie. I have to take Jen to the eye doctor tomorrow. They're going to be dilating her eyes. She has a 9 o'clock appointment, so I'm going to drive her. Don't forget your sunglasses tomorrow, okay? You're going to need them. Oh, one time I remember, it had to be 30 years ago, and I'd never had my eyes dilated. We didn't really have much in the way of health insurance and stuff like that when I was growing up, and doctor visits were few and far between. So when my father finally got like some good insurance, I was like 18 or something, and we all went to get our eyes checked for the first time. And I went myself. I was old enough to drive. And I drove east to the eye doctor appointment, and when I turned around when I left there, I'd never had my eyes dilated before. I did not have sunglasses. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun was starting to go low in the west. And I am driving into that, and I'm literally looking between my fingers. It's so painful, and tears are just running down my cheek. So I have to make sure that Jen takes her sunglasses tomorrow to make sure she's not going to get zinged up with too much light. Because I'll tell you, when you get dilated, you have no control over the pupils of your eyes, and it's painful. And it was like I was blubbering and crying and trying to drive looking through my fingers to try to block the sun. And I mean, I'm going due west right into the sunset. It was the most painful thing. The first and last time I ever had my eyes dilated. Woo. Thank you, Junior. Are you sure? Junior says that top is a great color on you. Overwhelms. For some reason, if you try to back pink off, then everything else looks washed out. I mean, you rarely see people on news broadcasts and stuff that are wearing pink. It just seems to destroy the chroma keys. That and stripes just don't seem to take too well when it comes to being broadcast. But if it's, thank you. The top is a great color on you. I appreciate that. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't see it, the afternoon shoots today was a lot of a lot of fun. It certainly highlighted the hood. You know, I never expect that much action when I walk out, but as soon as I hit the street, here comes the fire engine, and the fireman's talking to some guy that has an axe this long. And the guy's like, the fireman's like, I don't know if this is legal or it's not legal. And meanwhile, about 30 feet away, there's a sheriff, and the guy's passed out next to the Dollar Tree store there, like, holy. And then I had to look around the closed down wrecking yard, and unfortunately, that used car lot dealer ended it all last night. Just couldn't take it anymore, I guess, in his business. So it's really weird when you know somebody's gone from this earth, at least in the spiritual form, and you're looking in the window and they've left their phone, and their pencils are in the holder, and the pictures are on the wall. It's really eerie when you see that kind of stuff. It kind of rattles you a little bit. And then it's the time of year. This is September, like we're getting into the second half of September now, and the leaves are starting to get dry, and everything's getting dry. It's like before the spooky October, you can just tell that, the fire danger in California is rising like crazy, and, it was just spooky. The whole thing was just spooky out there today. So, but I'm going to have I hope a Dollar Tree one coming up this week. And then Missy Jen said we're going to try again to get a good bed for the back of Little Rascal, and she ordered hey Tara, she ordered nice to see you, honey. She ordered a foam, memory foam. So we're going to try to place that and cut that, and then we think Tuesday coming up that we'll be out for an overnighter, and that'll be a lot of fun to be out again. It'll probably be a local one, but it's going to be exciting to try a couple things out. Number one, we want to try the shaving gel on the windows to see if that prevents them from fogging up, because that's an important thing. And we want to test the bed to see how super comfortable that's going to be. How is Tara tonight? Hey, Lance, nice to see you, sweetie. So we're looking forward to that. Maybe Tuesday evening, do a little hangout from the road. I've been very pleased. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. I have this 17.5-inch Dell laptop. It's nice, it's heavy, it's got a nice screen. You see us using Hangouts on the road and stuff. I'm not crazy about some of the bugs in it, but I'm looking forward to getting better on that computer for using on the hangouts. Lance says, just getting back in shape from Irma. God bless you, Lance, and everybody down south that got nailed by that. Tara says, work was tough, but now I'm playing a video game while listening to you. There you go. Yeah, I'm just having a little side chat chill out tonight. I had a really nice chat on TRs tonight, TR Prepper. I enjoy the Tuesday night chat. And I don't know, the last couple of weeks, I've just felt like chatting a little bit on Tuesday night. Lance says, I took some flood damage, but all is okay. So what does that mean, Lance? To replace some sheetrock and stuff like that? Is that what we're talking about? And you're in Florida, right? Are you in the Jacksonville area? Oh no, you lost the K-part radio, huh? Man, that can't be replaced. Wow, that's really a shame. That's the radio. Oh yes, and ceiling tiles, okay. All Tara and I have to worry about is black widow spiders and stuff. That's funny. Do you have insurance and everything for that, Lance? I mean, hopefully that's going to pay for that. Seems to me between Houston and Florida, building materials are really going to be in short supply. I don't know how they're going to supply all that stuff. Also, my power for 4 days. Did you have a lot of food spoilage and stuff like that? It's one of the reasons I'm glad we got the teeny tiny generator, but theoretically on the fuel we have here, we could run that for 3 or 4 days if we have to. Yes, I have renter's insurance. Wow, you're like one of the, wow, hats off to you, Lance. You're one of the few people I know that actually has renter's insurance. And that's going to cover all your hurricane damage and all that. That's pretty good. Are you in Florida, Lance? And if so, what part of Florida are you in? Hey, General Bill, what area of Florida are you in, Lance? Yeah, but thank God for Walmart, huh? Yeah, I haven't heard one person complain about Home Depot. I haven't heard of anybody being really gouged on, okay, you're in Jacksonville. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody really being gouged. Oh, there's Bill, Dry Creek Ranch. Okay, Bill, nice to see you. You changed up your channel name there. How's everything up in Washington there? Or I should say Washington. They laugh at me because of WAR. Oh, brother. I'm going to go pop the fan on. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, that feels good. I hope that's not too loud. We have all this this lousy humidity from down Terror's way. I don't know. They've had this. I don't know whether it's, what's the name of the Katia, whatever this hurricane. Hey, beautiful Jasmine. Nice to see you, sweetie. They've had all this humidity and it's just been brutal up here. Okay, Lance. Wow, I got to hand it to Lance. How many people do you know that really buy renter's insurance? So he's covered up to 50K. That's good. So are they going to have to move your? Are you going to have to shift departments? Hey, Joe. Stellar's here. We had strong Middle Eastern winds blow through Seattle today. They named it Hurricane Shawarma. Was it chicken, beef, or lamb, Joe? I had shawarma before, and it didn't exactly bowl me over. You know, it's like, thank you, Junior said, love the thrift shop shopping videos. We got a couple on there. Thank you, Junior. Very nice of you to say. All three. How are you, Joe? Sweet Joe up in, also in Washington State, around Seattle, I believe. Rosie, have you checked out the Ever Tweakers cam here on YouTube? I've seen it. When all that stuff was going on with the hurricane, there were so many live cams to choose from, but I wasn't sure what Ever Tweaker cam was. I thought maybe it was, you know, like the low-life tweakers in the neighborhood and stuff. So I'm not sure. Stellar says, finished installing my French doors. I'm also insured by Florida Blue and Guidewell, who offer flood insurance. I'll tell you, you're smart, Lance. You are smart. There's some people that roll through that with nothing at all. So, I mean, for me, the big thing is liability insurance. I have like a umbrella. It is crazy camera. I will check it out. You've inspired me now. You know, Bill, I was so intent on watching the hurricane feeds, which were lousy, by the way. They were crap. That I didn't check out that Ever Tweaker cam because I thought, you know, what's going on in Florida is theoretically a lot more interesting than what's going on in Washington State at that time. Okay. Oh, okay. Lance says, no, ma'am. I've been in Florida for 43 years. I know better. That's good. But I carry an umbrella policy too, just in case somebody trips on the sidewalk out there, or anything could happen. Car insurance. You know, God forbid you put somebody in a wheelchair for life or something like that. Oh, man. And YouTube allows that, huh? Yeah, it doesn't sound like the, yeah, love you too, Lance. Doesn't sound like the kind of cam that would really appeal to me. I canceled mine, Stellar. Thank you, sweetie. Stellar, you know what I thought, Joe? I thought no matter how bad it is, even if I get shaken off of the foundation, I'll just rebuild it myself. And, you know, for the price of it, I just judged it wasn't worth it. I mean, this thing rode out the 1969 earthquake, and it did great. The one that devastated the federal building downtown and wreaked havoc in Santa Rosa. This is 1956. It's on a perimeter foundation that's bolted down. So there's really, you'd have to rip all the bolts out to unfound it. Yeah, I think you'll probably be okay. Joe says peace of mind, but not likely to have the big one anyway. Yeah. I don't know the last time I've heard of some rocking and rolling up in Washington State. Oh, you're sweet. Lance says you bring joy to my life. Thank you. Hey, beautiful Monica, how are you? Oh, okay. All right, there we go, Bill. That's why people watch it. It's not the content, but the troll comments are off the hook. I got it. It reminds me of somebody else's live cam shows, right? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is your pleasure and honor. Thank you, Lance. Lance says, I looked for you as soon as I got power. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Yep, you know what I'm saying, Bill. Once again, it is your honor and pleasure to be basking in the glory of your beep king. I can't even say that. No, I've been back to, I started back to work the day after Labor Day. So I've been back to work about a I've been back to work about a week or so. Yeah, well, I don't think anybody really cares about that, do they, John Anderson? But you've certainly declared yourself as a sick person. So, bye. Everybody say goodbye to John. Anyway, I wish I was still on vacation because we've been awful busy with all the back to school and physicals. And yeah, I think I'll have to check that cam out just to see the troll comments. Those kind of things, you know, they're good for or bad. It's like when I used to watch Elvis's stuff. I could thank you, Lance. When I watched Elvis's stuff, I could listen for about 10 minutes, and then, you know, it was same old, blah blah blah. I'm gonna get a job, blah blah blah. You know, can do this and can do that. Pay your taxes. And I just, it was just the just got to be too much. All the. But it was a great troll magnet, that's for sure. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be fun tomorrow. If you guys are around tomorrow afternoon in the workshop, it's going to be fun to do part 2 of this rebuild project. It'll be a lot of. I'm looking forward to finishing that because it's a really nice unit. I might do a giveaway on the channel for that. It's the Pioneer 1970 TX tuner. Yeah. Let's see. I had a lady convinced a homeless chick gave birth to twins on the sidewalk. Abandoned them in the grass. She called cause. Oh, wow. Hey, there she is. Hi, Teresa. Yeah. I don't get many on here, Teresa. You get a couple sickos, but not really much in the way of trolling. So if you ever got isolated, what albums would you want to be stuck with? Tony Bennett's Columbia Records 1963, Andy Williams 1963, Christmas album. Thank you, Monica. Same interest. That's cool. Let's see. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, AC/DC, Breakfast in America, album, Supertramp, ZZ Top's Eliminator album. How am I doing? Hi, Coach Howdy Duty 9500. How am I doing so far? There it is. Teresa, you look great, honey. I was watching your video today. Ladies, he says, I love Tony Bennett. I thought he was hot as hell when he was young. It's a good-looking guy, Tony Benedicto. That's the way I feel about that. Dean Martin was a really good-looking guy. Really good-looking guy. Thank you, Lance. What did I miss out? Maybe some Rolling Stones, some Aerosmith, a little Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass. Yes, you do, Coach. Coach says, do I look like my little brother, Gerald? Yes, you do. Okay, Mona says, you look good. I was hesitant when you mentioned the operation. Yeah. Okay, will do, Bill. Great to see you. Amazing how long Dean lived drinking all that booze. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I was really shocked when he took the bandage off, I was so excited to do that video because I've been doing much of, I'm dressing up more and I'm downplaying, bikinis except when they're appropriate, if you're someplace. But I was so glad to show because I was so shocked at how the incision hardly even showed after 2 weeks. It was amazing. Yeah, we got the great Jasmine Quinones in the house tonight. But Teresa, it's great to see you back. Yeah, that's right. Junior said one piece can be sexier. Yeah, I just wanted to show that surgical slice there, so to speak, how clean and how well he brought that together, and just it was more of a tip of the hat to him. So Lance says, I'm going for the Patron. Hello, Don. Remember the celebrity roast with Dean Martin? Those were hilarious. The best one was, if you know which one, I want you to look up, Lady T, Foster Brooks roast Don Rickles. This one you'll have to change your pants. It is the funniest thing. Yeah, and Dean Martin, when you see Dean Martin's younger life, I mean, he was a boxer. He was born and raised in Steubenville, Ohio, which is tough as hell. That and Sandusky, Ohio, produced so many of the big fighters and stuff. And he was a boxer. And he used to fight another guy for $5. People pay $5 to go in and see him box. And they'd clear, $200 on it. Let's see, Monica, I missed that. I'm sorry. Maybe offline or another form. Sorry if I'm inappropriate. Hi, Audrey. Audrey Nicole. I'm just not sure what you mentioned your family and reaction. How did you make that okay? I'm lost. Nice to see you, Audrey. Just having a little side chat fun tonight. I don't have to get up super early tomorrow. Usually I get up around 5:30, but tomorrow Jen has a doctor appointment, so we don't have to peel out of here till about 8:30 tomorrow morning. Oh, how did I make things okay with family? I went through very turbulent times, if you're asking about that. Oh, yeah, I meant when you came out with your kids. Yeah, that was in 2002, all the way back in 2009, something like that. A long time ago. I've been dressing on and off since the early 1990s. So, yeah, you got to look at that. Yeah, and Foster Brooks never even drank. Yes. Lady T says I have to look up that one with Foster Brooks and Don Rickles. I mean, you can just type in Foster Brooks roast Don Rickles. I mean, it is hilarious. He did such a great drum. I remember one time he did one with Dean Martin. On the Dean Martin show, he was sitting at a restaurant, like he was drunk, and Dean Martin was going to be a passenger on the plane that he was supposed to be flying, but they were delayed, so he was having a couple drinks. The pilot was having a couple drinks in the lounge. It's like, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, I gotta fly the plane. I don't know, the sense of timing they had then and stuff. It's thank you, Monica. It was brutal. I mean, for 2 years, my girls didn't talk to me. 2 solid years. But you know what? I texted them every single day and stayed in contact with them. They would never know that they weren't loved. I was determined that they were going to know. I was thinking about them each and every day, and I paid bills, paid tuitions, did everything. never flagged. So now they're, they're as happy as can be. They're all grown up. But it's something we all go through. And it's not fun. Yeah, those Dean Martin celebrity roasts were amazing. Yeah, so sweet and so sad because you can't put those years back again that you didn't have with them. Lady T says, Rosie, what kind of procedure did you just get? I had what's called a bikini tuck because I had liposuction done 2 times. The last time was to pull it out and put it into my butt for the Brazilian butt lift. So this time, because there was a lot of loose skin and stuff, he went in and did what's called a bikini tuck here, where they just do an incision like an elliptical incision. It looks like a football, and then they draw that skin together. And I mean, we were stunned. We were stunned when Jen and I got to the doctor pulled that tape off yesterday. Because I saw dark underneath. You know, I had a strip across here for 2 weeks I had to wear. And I saw a dark line. I thought, oh man, I got some wicked big purple blue scar. And I will tell you what, when actually that was just marker that the doctor had put on black marker. So when he cleaned it up with alcohol, I mean, you could hardly see. And if you saw the video last night, you could hardly see anything at all. 2 weeks. So every night he's having me use this, it's like a silicone gel that you put on top of it, and that kind of stretches as it dries, and it flattens keeps it flat. Let's see. Oh, the last time I was in a lot of pain. Yeah. I had 3. I did 3. Yeah, just put in the Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra roast on DVD. That's it. Thank you, Lance. But yeah, I had 3 things done. I had the Brazilian done in March. I had the breast done in early April, and then I had this done on August 28th. I'm just glad I'm done. That was the three things I wanted to have done. So I'm so glad that that's over now. Yeah, ladies, he said, it's amazing what plastic surgeons can do today. Isn't that the truth? How do I get this thing to be sent? You are sent, Tatiana. There's Tati. My pal Tati. Nice to see you, sweetie. You're sent. Tara's on here, too, somewhere in here. She's gaming and listening tonight. Yeah, Monica says, are you going to go to Vegas again before 2018? I expect to be down there in December again for the Bottom of YouTube meetup number 3. So this will be the 3rd one. I like hanging out with Rory. Vegas Fixin'. Tara is low-key creeping tonight. That's right. She's doing gaming. She's worked like crazy. You guys just don't know how hard Tara works and the hours that she puts in and the crazy hours that she can get called back to work at any time. So she really has to enjoy her downtime. I enjoy the Vegas. December is a nice time of year to go because the hotels are all decorated. It's super sweet. Everybody seems to be in a better mood. I know the rodeos there, a lot of people don't like it because You get overload on cowboys and stuff, but they're generally very well-mannered people. Yeah, she's a sweetie. So, Therese, it's awesome to see you back, honey. I've missed you so much on the Hangouts and stuff. Okay, if you want to spend a few dollars, go to the Golden Steer. All right. Where is that located, Monica? The Golden Steer. Let me see that. Let me look that up for me. Yeah, Lance says, Dean Martin says, every night I get on my knees to pray. I pray I can get off my knees. Okay, it's where the Rat Pack went, the Golden Steer. You think that that's still around? Some of those places like Andre's and stuff. Let's see, Golden Steer, Las Vegas. Here we go. Wow, it's there. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stars. That's pretty cool. 4.7 out of 5. A blast from the past. Thanks for the tip, Monica. The Golden Steer. There's Toddy, always so good looking with a sense of humor, laced with good advice and interesting life. Wish I could come to the rancho sometime. I love your commentary. Hey, Toddy, we love you, honey. I thought you were talking about yourself. Sexy with a good sense of humor. You're always welcome to come and visit, honey. You're awesome. This is the oldest. This is pretty cool, Monica. How was it? How was the food? This is the oldest steakhouse in the city of Las Vegas since 1958. 1958. Appetizers, Alaskan, let's run down this. Alaskan king crab cocktail, 16 bucks. Shrimp cocktail, 19. Rhode Island crab cakes. I thought they had Maryland crab cakes. Huh? Really? Soups and salads. Let's get to the main event. Ribeye, 22 ounce. Can you imagine eating a 22 ounce ribeye? Bone in, 22 ounces, $54. 8-ounce filet, 44. New York strip, 52, 16-ounce. Porterhouse, 24 ounce, 56 bucks. Prime rib, the 24-ounce. Diamond Jim cut, 56 bucks. I'll tell you, Monica, you go, girl. Like, we're going to go there. We're going to damn sight go there. I'll probably go for the second week of Las Vegas to avoid some of the biggest crowds of the thing. That's pretty damn cool looking. The Golden Steer. All right, it was your hubby's 50th birthday. Yeah, Dean Martin. I saw Tara had sent me she sent me a text and said, you've got to see this A&E special on the Rat Pack, and they had part 1, and it was great. It was an amazing. The lives that these guys had. Not one of the Rat Pack ever finished high school. I don't think Sammy Davis Jr. ever spent a day in school in his life. It's amazing. And by all accounts, Sammy Davis had the longest rooted career because he was a kid doing a tap dance review with his uncle and his father. So pretty crazy. Lance said George Burns is killing it. Yeah. George Burns and Gracie Allen. That's it. Okay, Monica said we had cocktails, appetizers in Maine. I'm wondering, you must have gotten out the door with like $150 for 2 people or something, I'm guessing. That sound right? Yeah, I love the Rat Pack too. I didn't understand because unfortunately, part 2 of the A&E thing isn't on YouTube. It's like I watched all this part 1 up to like 1955 when Frank Sinatra starts getting his life back together again. And then it ends, and then I'm scrounging around for part 2 because I don't know anything about Joey Bishop or where Joey Bishop. I don't know anything about this guy, and he was one of the Rat Packers. Where the hell did he come from? Right? Anybody know anything about Joey Bishop? I don't know. I don't know Joey Bishop from a hoot and holler. Oh, perhaps his dad footed the bill. Yeah, there was Peter Lawford, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Joey Bishop, and Sammy Davis Jr. But I don't know anything about Joey. That's great, Monica. I don't know anything about Joey Bishop, though. Monica, I'd have a heart attack at a $150 dinner. I'd be like, see you at the Main Street Station buffet. And, ooh, don't forget your player's card because you get $1 off. Let's see. Don't forget that player's card now. You know, you've heard of high rollers. I'm like a low roller. That's cool. It was his 50th. I'm a low roller. I don't play high-end slot machines. I don't do table gambling and stuff because the odds just, you know, the longer you play, the more you're just going to get, you're going to get boned. You're going to lose your money on there. So it doesn't really appeal to me. I like sportsbook and live poker. Sportsbook is the only gambling that I can claim I have a long-term big edge in wins versus losses. College football, basketball, professional football, pro basketball. Oh, I love the El Cortez. I just like the place where, I love the place it's positioned. I love that area downtown in Vegas now because all of a sudden the young people are coming into that area and they're starting all these great restaurants, little restaurants and clubs. It's like cool Vegas. It's the non-corporate stuff. Did you guys see what they did up on the Strip now? It used to be that you could, I don't know how many of you ever been to Las Vegas. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I like it, but only for 2 or 3 days. Then it gets on my nerves. But you used to be able to walk up the Strip past the hotels, but now they got all the sidewalks set so that you got to go into hotels, up escalators, over, you know, fly over walkways. It's such a pain in the ass that it took the fun out of it. Like I said, you used to be able to go up to a craps table, play for an hour or so, and you know, tell the box guy, hey, do you think I could get a buffet or something like that? And just write out something, give it to you. Hey, there you go. Go to the buffet, play some blackjack for an hour. Here's a buff. Now it's all the player card. You know, it's like all the good fella shit's gone. Hey, you're going by. Hey, Frankie. What the fuck? I'm playing an hour here. You give me a buffet. Hey, where's your player card? What are you talking about a player card? I don't why waste you. That would have been a great scene in Casino. You know, the old Vegas meets new Vegas. Let me have your player card. It says here, okay, here's my player card. How's that look? Oh, okay, we married in downtown, not eloped last year. Where did you get married, Monica? Which place were you married? Yeah, Laughing was a great show, too. Where were you married? A Little Whitechapel? Wasn't that where Brittany tied the knot? I like all these little chapels, each one. Michael Jordan with Joan Collins were married here. It's where, you know, the Elvis Presley themed rooms. Can you imagine one of the 1950s tough guys, right? Show me your player card. Here you go. Oh, okay. Some small chap will have to verify. Okay. You don't even know where you got married? How old are you? Oh, you're too cute. Some of my Vegas trips, if you guys go look at them, they go all the way back to 2013, and there's some fun stuff on there. There's some fun stuff on those trips. Crazy stuff. Yeah, it was the experience. How bad. I never knew anybody had a bad time in Vegas. But I tell you, after, if I come in on a Thursday, I'm ready to go on Sunday. I'm happy to go home. That's it for me. Yeah, Jimmy Rance was supposed to get married in Las Vegas, right? I don't know where he ended up getting married. I think Elvis was supposed to be his best man or something. I don't want to get married again. I really don't want to get married again. It's the old saying, love is blind, marriage is an eye-opener. Let the real you shine through. I'm not taking the fucking garbage out. Are you kidding me? Well, you used to do it before we were married. Get the fuck out of here. Isn't that right, Lady T? Let me see your player's card. Here you go. Oh, we can give you good seating with the buffet too. Here you go. Show there's a line pass. You don't even have to wait in line. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you. I'll tell Frankie you sent me, huh? Good stuff. I do love the El Cortez, though. It's like the last of the real old school Vegas hotels. You don't think about it when you walk in, but if you walk into the El Cortez, you have that beautiful pink neon sign on top of it, #1. It's like the last of the really old school neon hotel signs. Everything now, gambling is gaming. But that one says gambling hall on the side of it. El Cortez is beautiful, just beautiful. And, it's so old school. It's cool. And you walk into that place and it goes back so deep. It seems like the length of a football field. You're walking to the back of the place. And the hotel rooms were pretty good, Jen's like, keep your voice down. Oh, man. So, Teresa, are you back home or are you getting ready? I can't remember what you told me. I mean, we're buds. I think you told me you got something else. Yeah, Lady T said, I remember the old school hotels, but most are shut down. Correct. I stayed at the Stardust, gone. I stayed at the Riviera, gone. I stayed at the New Frontier, gone. A lot of the old places are gone. Monica said, after our nuptials, we rented a car and drove up the coast to San Francisco. That's nice. Up the Pacific Coast Highway there, huh? Okay, you're home. That's cool. It seems to me, Teresa, you were on the go all summer. I mean, you were like at a cousin sister's wedding, or your sister got married or something. Your niece got married or something. Yeah, you were all over the map. Yeah, we need you to do, and by the way, we need you to do some more cooking videos, okay? She did some really good cooking videos. And they're not easy to do. They take a lot of work to put together cooking videos. Okay, my sister and I are going up northern Michigan in October for 3 days. We're going up to, at the time, we're going up to Lake Tahoe. And I've been in California since 1998. And this will be the first time I've ever visited Lake Tahoe. I've flown over it a lot of times in airplanes. So, okay, you just did one today. Awesome. I've flown over it a lot of times, but I've never seen it, so we're going to be staying at Lake Tahoe. That's going to be pretty cool to kind of hang out there. We'll go up on Friday and come back on Sunday. A couple nights. Kind of in a mountain cabin type of thing. Okay, you're uploading 16 clips right now. Wow. Okay, Monica says, we're so divided, politics. Are you conservative or liberal? Or your husband and you, or? Politics will do that. Politics and religion. The great divider. Let's see if we got this thing at work. Hold on a minute, guys. I got to just check something real quick. Nope. Okay. All right, 16 clips. I don't know who's, you hate that when you sit your phone in water. Jesus. So that's going to be exciting. But if any of you have ever been to, I've been going to Las Vegas since like 2000. And I don't know if you ever get down there and you ever feel overloaded. Maybe it's the lights, maybe it's just because you're older, but you get down there. And after, like, if we go in on a Thursday, like I was telling you, and we come out on a Sunday, I feel like that's, you know, a plenty. I feel like I get it all in. We don't even go up strip really anymore. I mean, I take Jen up to look at Bellagio and take her in to see the conservatory and how beautifully decorated the conservatory at the Bellagio, and go through Paris and Caesar's Palace. But really, you know, there's just a certain chill and a certain coolness of downtown that I really like. Okay. Teresa says, I wasn't really on the go this summer, just every now and then. Most of the time I was taking it easy. I wish I had all the energy to be on the go. That would be wonderful. Well, if you're on the go all the time, you can't really appreciate it. But if you're on the go once in a while, you like it a lot. That's how James feels about New York City. Hey, Dave, we got Ruddy Dog. Rosie, I can tell that was an authentic fig. That was an authentic fig picking skirt you had on the other day while you were picking those little gems and dropping them in the bucket. Well, I'm getting better, Dave. These guys will tell you I used to be out there in the bikini all the time up on the ladder, but I've kind of throttled back a little bit on that. Hi, Unencumbered. Nice to see you, sweetie. Just said, hey, Rosie, just popping in for a minute. Always a pleasure to see you. 1 minute, 1 second. It's all good. Nice to have that fig tree, though. Did you see how many figs I got? That thing weighed like 10 pounds. Those things are so dense and they're so good. Figs. we're really blessed here on the Rancho, guys. We are really blessed. Count it down. All right, you got your pencils and paper, right? Apple tree. We used to have two. We have an apple tree. We have a fig tree. We have a persimmon tree. We have two cherry trees, one pear tree, two plum trees, one peach tree. We got six citrus trees. I'll tell you, we are lucky here. Lucky. You can. The old saying here is you can stick a broom handle on the ground and it'll grow. So, somebody said, "Oh, you ought to plant wine grapes out in the back." Problem is, what's really embarrassing here is I'm a beer drinker and I'm in the middle of wine country. Yeah, thanks, Jasmine. Yeah, we can open up our own fruit street. Well, a lot of this stuff we donate. And, you know, some people rag on the neighborhood, but these people are beautiful around here in this community. I love being in a multicultural community. I feel so comfortable here. I don't feel like, you know, anybody has any stake on this place, because the nice thing about California is most people came from somewhere else. You know, over half the people in California came from someplace else. So it's not like if you go into some areas of the country and you feel like even if you've been there 50 years, you'll never be accepted. So yeah, so we just enjoy it. A lot of our fruit we donate. Okay, good night, Monica. Thanks for stopping in, honey. I'm gonna go a couple hours till midnight. Not many people about tonight. I guess there's other hangouts going on, but I just love to run my flap. I bet you and Jen have clean colons eating all that healthy fruit. Well, I don't know. You know, come on, Dave. What am I going to say here? Clean colon. Let's just say I'm very well regulated. I'm, knock on wood, I have no health problems. I go in to have my bandage pulled off yesterday. The doctor's astounded. He's expecting to see me come in as some bleeding mess 2 weeks post-surgical, and I look like I just came off the French Riviera, right? Go figure. That's pretty good. Hey, Martha, how are you? I'm not sure what that Martha says. The other hangouts rage quit a few minutes ago. Who's raging? I don't know. I was on TR Preppers chat, but nice to see you, Martha. Rage Against the Machine, Rage Against Life, Rage Against the Elvis-style working world. There's so many people raging out there. Oh boy. Nice to see you. I'm not sure what's going on. Is somebody having a rage tonight? Jasmine, I think Don Abercrombie's just messing with you over here. Anyway, I was talking about that Vegas, but after three days of that hoofing around in that place, too much of the lights, too much of the drinking, and too much of the nightlife. You go to some of these clubs and you'll drop $150 for bottle service, and you get home at 4 o'clock in the morning, you are fucked up. Did you see what happened before Hurricane hit Florida? How all the water receded in Tampa Bay and those little islands? That was really bizarre. I've never seen Nothing like that. The whole, if you ask me, Teresa, that whole hurricane was bizarre as could be. That was super bizarre. When it got to Florida, the hurricane had no back end to it. They used to come in a circle. The eye would come over. You get the front eye wall. Then you'd get the back eye wall. It was like a half moon coming in. The whole damn thing was just weird. And Jacksonville, which they expected to be spared when the thing was coming up, the more to the left, man, I don't think they even expected all the flooding and stuff that they got down there. Yeah, it was strong. I mean, it was tough. I felt real bad for some of the people that, I mean, it's so bad down in the Keys, they've had to send an aircraft carrier down. I guess they're just going to use that to try to supply electricity down there. I guess the electrical infrastructure is just wrecked down there. I don't know. You probably know better than I do, but when that surge comes over, it just destroys a lot of electrical equipment, and I guess they're going to have to use that aircraft carrier to supply power. They did that back in the early 2000s in San Francisco, I think, or maybe '89 after the earthquake. They had to send an aircraft carrier in to provide supplemental power after the earthquake, I think in '89. It's spooky. A friend of mine told me that people were getting held up in their own homes because there was no cell phone. That's all. Plus, there were plenty of looters. I hope not. I hope it doesn't come out of this that there was I hope it doesn't come out that there were a lot of looters and stuff. My own thought on that kind of stuff. If you know that the storm's coming up, I think you just deploy every National Guard, everybody, everywhere, all over Florida. You just spread them. I didn't hear too much about the looters. What's the story on the looters, guys? Yeah, I know, Teresa. For me, I know YouTube was a mess on the weekend. On Sunday, trying to follow the feeds on YouTube, there were people that were pirating feeds and putting on their own, and they were doing looped videos of stuff that was the day before. I'm your boy Bubbles. Brian said he would make a great leader. He might consider that since the trolls ruined his chances of getting a job at Planet Fitness. To see. What happened is, the chances of him ever wanting to get a job are zero anyway. So the sooner people, it's, I'm not going to go into that. People got to learn. So many live videos. There were so many. I don't know if they were live or not, Therese. Every time I would start to watch something, it was like, they would have a CNN interview from the day before, and it's like, what the hell is this? This is supposed to be live, and people were pirating people's webcams, and people feeding in the sharks in the. People photoshopping sharks into the swimming up Collins Avenue in Miami. I mean, what the hell? Yeah, I'm your boy Bubbles. I just don't know anything about that. I'm really happy to say I haven't followed that person since December. That person came into one of my hangout. I just booted him out immediately. I don't need any contact. I don't have any interest in that at all, that fantasy world. And, the person stood next to me in Florida and said, do I look like the kind of person that's ever going to work for somebody else? That told me all I needed to know. Just a person will never change their basic nature. Desert Divergent said they saw a Syrian man in a 1989 coach wandering around. Hi, Rosie. Well, I don't care anymore. New people have to learn. That's why I keep my videos up, but they won't ever go back and educate themselves on what that person's about. And I don't really care anymore. As long as I don't have any truck with that person, it's great. My life is better for it. I haven't had any of that. I got my wallet in my pocket, and I've saved myself a lot of money. As I told the MX420 kid on YouTube, a person will never change their basic nature. And it took me 2 years to finally realize that. So that's how dumb I am. But others can play the game and get strung along, but my life is better for not being involved in that. Trust me. You'll notice that anybody that was there in 2015 is not there today. It's a whole new crew. So, but for me, I just don't care. It's just not a concern of mine. People I care about or with have nothing to do with that person. Let's see, running dog. I've been running a little health and welfare traffic on my ham radio for people who've lost cell coverage in Florida. Did the same with Texas guy. That's really nice of you, Roddy Dog. But that's the deal on that, Bubbles. I just, you live, you learn, you move on. Life is great now. Getting ready to retire and hit the road. Got my channel together, doing things in a more positive way. Less sin, less skin, more fun. More every day, more dress up, having a good time. Getting excited, got videos coming up on outfitting. I think we finally got a good sleeping solution. So I'm not going to spend my life sitting around a fucking van smoking and pretending to be doing something in life. I'll be back in a minute. What is it they say? That's life. All the people say. Flying high in April, shot down in May. As one of my friends said about that person. The only thing you ever did wrong, Rosie, was pour thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours into that person, and all you ever got for it was grief. So, on to happier subjects. Dave, Ruddy Dog One's got a great history of professional DJing in major markets and stuff. He's a hidden gem here on YouTube. Lack of money is the root of all evil. I think laziness is the root of all evil. Directionless, laziness, that I think. I could never abide lazy people. What do I call them? Skimmers and floaters. And they just skim off the top. Always come up with a million excuses why they can't do something. And always the next fantasy move to make life better. As Bobby always just says, the solution is J-O-B, job. That's why I'm glad now I'm in a position where I can be cheap because I want to be cheap, not because I have to be. It makes a big difference when you want to splurge and do something. It makes it that much sweeter. Where's MX tonight? He should be popping by. He likes me to run these bad boys to 1 a.m. Where's my Pookie? Must be out there somewhere. Where is my Pookie? Flying high in April, shot down in May. Do 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 do. Da da do. I've been a pauper, a poet. Do 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 do. I live do now, up and down, do. Each time I say, do 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 do. Not that you would have been a hit back in 60s and 70s AM radio. I still listen to AM. He was over at Shay's earlier offering parenting advice. Who? The man in a van? Oh, whatever. I don't know. I gotta open the doors for crickets. Honest to God, I can't keep up with the BS. The good news is I don't try anymore, though. I'll do my own thing. Oh, MX. Okay. Offering parenting advice. That's okay. Paul's pretty smart. MX is offering parenting advice. That's a hoot. Paul's streetwise, so he knows all the ins and outs of all the crap that goes on. So I'm sure he'd be a pretty good parent. Yeah, I know that is a hoot. I like your avatar, by the way, Bubbles. You know I'm always crazy about Trailer Park Boys. I love that. Hey, Mr. Leahy, what do you think's going to happen next? Yeah, the shithawk. The shithawk is a coming. Yeah, you're pretty hot. You're pretty funny. You're like the glue that holds that whole series together. Yeah, I don't know. Life is calmer and it's good. I mean, I would want to never go through another 2015 again, 2015, 2016 again. Argentina. Hola, Pablo. Buenos dias. I guess it's morning in Argentina. It's only 10:23 here. Does this pink look crazy on here? It just seems to overwhelm the cam. Out in the rain, that's life, that's life. All the people know. Do 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 do, la da do do, do 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 do, la da da do, do 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 do, do 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 do. Each time I do it. La boo 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 boo. Oh man, we got 23 watching and nobody chatting, huh? I'm guessing Shay and Ricky made out okay in Florida, which would be a good thing. I guess they got their power back if it was online. We check some sports scores tonight while we got a break in the action. Jesus, the Orioles went down to crap, or they were making a nice run at things, and the wheels just fell off that cart. Shit, 2-8 in the last 10 games. That ain't going to get you there, brother. That ain't going to get you there. The Giants, the San Francisco Giants were friggin' atrocious this year. Imagine that, going from 3 World Series to 36 games behind with the worst record in baseball. Now, I guess Philadelphia has that. Philadelphia and the Chicago White Sox. Holy mackerel. Hi, Flan. How are you, sweetie? Welcome to a very quiet morning this morning. I guess it's morning where you are. We're just chilling out a bit. I'm relaying the sports scores today. Well, the Cleveland Indians tie American League record with 20th straight win. Okay, it's 1:26 a.m. Okay, Flan. Gotcha. Hey, Gilligan, how are you? We got Gilligan in the house. That'll pick things up a bit. What's new, Gilligan? Gilligan always knows the scoop. Okay, Flan says, sorry, cell phone 5 minutes fast so I don't miss buses. You mean you can actually set your cell phone? I thought you just had to take the time that came through with the cell phone company. No? Yep, the skipper too. Skipper, yeah, little buddy. That's funny. Out in the rain, that's right, that's right. All the people saying. Okay, you can set. Oh, Gilligan says, I've been out of the loop. I was hoping you did. Yeah, I don't really. I don't know. Been doing a lot of stuff with the RV and getting ready for our travels come January. That's taken a lot of my time. I never knew you could set the phone time. Oh, love you, Choots. Which one, the afternoon or the morning one? Wait till you see. Wait till you see tomorrow morning. Jen's really blowing her top. Gilligan says, I got a new hyper puppy. Been busy chasing his ass around, keeping him from chewing stuff up. Good luck on that. We've got dogs that have been fence hoppers that have come over here. You know, Jen's, you know, she complains that, you know, the dogs are in the yard again, but secretly, I think she likes that when they kind of hop over and come over and hang out here. You ever feel hot and then, or you feel cold and then you turn the fan off and then you're hot again? This weather is so uncharacteristic. And maybe Jasmine said, that's just because you're old, Rosie. You know, George is loving the traveling. Hello, Smoke One Gaming. Nice to see you. You know, Gilligan, it's like, you know, dogs are, they'll lay down their life to go with you. They don't even care. It's like, I felt bad today. I had a walk in the neighborhood. Yeah, it's just one midweek beer, that's all. Just one for Celebrate Wednesday, right? I'm off Wednesday, so I got to take Jen. I'm going to take Jen to the eye doctor tomorrow. Since I don't give a hoot about Jen, right? So I'm going to take her to the eye doctor tomorrow. But George, he wanted to go out with me today. It was like 90 degrees, 90% humidity, out on a really long afternoon walk. You saw it all to the old wrecking yard, and I mean, that was like a 3/4 of a mile each way, and it was hot. And his tongue started hanging out, and all of a sudden I thought, if this dog goes down, I'm going to go down, right? Because Jen's going to blow a tube. So I had to stop every once in a while, and I had to stop under a shade tree and let him cool off a little bit. Yeah, we had 90. It's really lousy. We got some mess coming up from Southern California. The humidity has been sky high. It feels sticky. The air is just sticky. And I felt so bad for George out there with that. Number one, it's black. So it's like a heat magnet. And then he's walking along on this. And, you know, I'm in an urban area. He's walking on the asphalt and stuff. And there's not a lot of grass. Every time he hit the grass, he would just be like, he would just splay his legs out and just lay there. So I had to stop there for a while to kind of let him energize a bit. I didn't really want to take him too much, but I did. Because he likes to go, so he loves to be in the rig. It's not so small, it's uncomfortable to have him in there. What kind of dog do you have, Gilligan? Oh, he was a panting. I was just worried, flying like he's going to have a seizure or something out there. I had to take it real careful the last half mile. I was stopping like every 100 feet or so under the tree and letting him lay out on the grass a bit. Because I tried to give him a little bit of water at that one place, had the water on next to the old car lot, but he wouldn't drink the water. So, you know. He's real finicky. He's real skittish about stuff. Remember, he was a rescue dog. His first owner had thrown him around the air and basically tortured him. So he's very skittish about putting his head down in a bowl and eating and stuff. Can you imagine I mean, I see the sickness on YouTube and stuff, but can you imagine somebody that could get some kind of sick pleasure out of torturing a dog that's that big, you know? And kudos for Jen, you know, because the dog used to escape across the street to her house, and then one day she just said, you know, no, the dog's not going back with you. The dog's mine now. So Gilligan says a German Shepherd, had them for the last 20 years. I just can't wait can't switch to a Chihuahua. That's a big switch. George is a beautiful boy. I'm glad he has a great home. Yeah, he does. It breaks my heart to think the same thing with Mandy. I remember Mandy, we had to have Mandy put down this summer, but back in June, but when Jen had Mandy in Missouri, the owners took George out to the Truman Lake Reservoir and just dumped him took Mandy out to the Truman Lake Reservoir and dumped him out like 18 miles from home. And you know that that night, that dog was back on Jen's doorstep. That dog was on Jen's doorstep that night. And again, those people wanted to have George back again, and she said no. No. So I don't know, this Cy Starling. They have an English name, and they try to type in Spanish. Yeah, Jen is really a kind soul. She really is, and she's fantastic with animals. Probably like you, Gilligan. It's like dogs know when dogs just instinctively know, and they just love her. They come up. For me, I guess I'm a little more alpha. It takes a while. Like the big black Labrador next door, Domino. He's a little hesitant, but then once we broke the ice, he always come up to me and everything. But Jen is such a beautiful soul that it's kind of sad that they're going to be kind of fixing the fence because they're not going to be jumping over. So but 3 French bulldogs, 1 English bulldog, 1 blue heeler, and 1 pit bull, and a partridge in a pear tree. I don't know how you guys do it with all the dogs. I want to travel, you know. So tell me George isn't like the perfect size. Gilligan says, how is Bobby? BDL all healed up? He's surprisingly good. He's got a lot of bounce to the ass. The real thing that surprised me was, and I'm not tooting my own horn, Gilligan, but yesterday I went to that doctor and I was just stunned. You know, when you think of like tummy tucks and stuff like that, you're thinking like you're going to have big railroad tracks across your belly and stuff, and it's like, where is it? We were just so thrilled. But Bobby's doing, you know, but Gilligan, the bottom line is Bobby is, you know, Bobby's old school. He could be dead tomorrow with pains like you can't believe, and he wouldn't say a word to anybody. He's so old school. So, yeah, I had they call it a bikini tuck. If you look at this morning's video, you can see the post. Yeah, because I had loose skin and stuff like that. It was the last thing I wanted to get tended to. And I'm just thrilled at the result. But Bobby never talks to me. You know, I would text Bobby, how you doing, Bobby? How's it? Good. How's the recovery? Good. How you feeling? Good. Next day, hey, how you feeling today? Good. How'd it go at the doctor? All okay. Good for you, Rosie, with your triple B work. Yeah, it was the triple B. But The butt March 1st, the boobs April 3rd, and the belly on August 28th. It's all done. Done. Finito. Everything. No mas. No more. That was my retirement present to myself. Now, I could use a little work too. You're beautiful, Bubbles. I love you just the way you are. Your glasses are, like I said, you're the one that makes Trailer Park Boys. You and Mr. Leahy. You guys are the best. Gilligan, obviously, Nicole has a German Shepherd. You are welcome, Bubbles. Bubbles is too cute. I can't think of anything I would change. I have to ask Jasmine if size being bad or not. Well, I guess okay, see you Saturday, sweetie. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, a little bit of impromptu fun tonight. Evidently, some other hangouts were going good, but I just felt like coming off a TR Preppers chat. I just felt like flapping my gums tonight. But all is good here. No complaints. And a pleasure to see you, babe. So Gilligan, are you traveling anywhere, or are you more of a homebody, or what's your dealio? What's your deal? Let's get to know Gilligan a little bit, huh? I like Gilligan. Gilligan used to be. Gilligan wasn't a Rosie. Not a Gilligan's a Rosie fan, but we had. I always look back to those golden days. And then when I got my shit together, all of a sudden Gilligan was like, yeah, Milo. Yep. Somebody mentioned Nicole had a German Shepherd, so I had to go snoop that out, of course. Yeah, big, beautiful. And I love German Shepherds. Need another slow-mo video. What do you think, Smoke? I'll do one for you. Come a little more healing. I'll throw one out there. And a few more pounds. Yeah, shit together. That's it. I done good, Gilligan. I kept my snoot clean. Thanks to you and Missy Jen. It's like, what are you doing, huh? What? Thank you, Gilligan. You'll never know how much that means to me. I always kind of considered you the compass of righteousness on YouTube, and I always felt this uneasy dissonance when we were kind of out of kilter there. Because I know you're female, and I thought, man, I'm not striking good. This person's like a decent person. I'm like out of kilter here. Each time, Vicky, Vicky Victoria, the Queen has arrived. Hello, sweetie. Nice to see you. All I get from Vicky today is Rosie, exclamation point in my text messages. How are you, babe? How you doing, Vicky? Vicky, who's your favorite singer, huh? enlighten us. Was it Dean Martin? When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Scusa me, do, 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 do. Frank Sinatra, I've got you under my skin. Do, do, do. I dig you, do, 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 do. Each time I get those half notes, do, 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 do. Or Tony Bennett, I left my home, do, 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 in San Francisco. Ooh, ooh, high on a hill is calling to be where little cable car climb halfway to the stars. I did like the soul singer Elvis. What was your favorite? What was your favorite Elvis tune? I think my favorite was Kentucky Rain, and what's it, Caught in a Trap. We're caught in a trap. Do, 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 do. I can't look back. Because I love you too much, baby. Do, 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 do. Look at me. Do, 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 do. What you do to me? The Hawaiian wedding song. I like Peter, Paul, and Mary's wedding song better. It is bound to be among us at the calling of his name. Rest assured, this troubadour. Do, 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 do. You don't even hear that anymore. People want AC/DC, Highway to Hell played at their wedding. Ask Dave Ruddy Dog. His old movies were so good, huh? Did you like the ones with Anne Margaret? Bright light shining, gonna set my soul on fire. There's a whole lot of things to do. I lose all the do. I lose all the do. Viva Las Vegas. Viva. Yeah, we should binge watch some Elvis movies. Besame mucho gracias. Muchas gracias. Mil besos. Kentucky rain keeps falling down. Yeah, Elvis did some good stuff. What can I do with the rain in my shoes? Rain in my shoes. Searching for you in the cold Kentucky rain. I think Kentucky Rain is my favorite Elvis tune. But you know, I kind of got to give it to Sinatra for being big in the 30s, the 40s, not so much the late 40s to the mid 50s, but a strong comeback in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Should I moonwalk tonight? I've held out on you guys with moonwalking. Vicky's such a tease. Just Cooper sent me a picture of how devastated his property was, Vicky. But he's okay. Sinatra Summer Rain, yeah. Oh, man. Is that true, Gilligan? Says It's awesome. I bet he's strange. Dawn Wells, Marianne occasionally shows up at the SS Menno. She's always 3 sheets to the wind when she does. This is my Marianne. I gotta get Jen just. Yeah, all the down trees. It was terrible. I think they were shocked in Jacksonville with what came in. Was she a big booze hound, Gilligan, Marianne? I think the consensus of opinion is most people found her more attractive than Tina Louise. It looked like Pippi Longstocking, not Dawn Wills. Oh, shit. Here we go, Vicky. You know, Vicky's like, Rosie, I'd like to put you over my knee and just, boom, pound away. Yeah, Dawn Wells. Yeah, she's a booze hound, huh? That's pretty funny. Walking through with the rain in my shoes, rain in my shoes, searching for you. Yeah, it's just a shame Elvis, was turned into a pillhead. Yeah, that's Jan's job. She'll loan me out to you, Vicky. Oh. She's so mad about what happened today, though. You have to wait till tomorrow. She is livid. She is upset. We're caught in a trap. I can't look back because I love you too much, baby. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We can't go on. No, you'll have to wait till tomorrow to see. But I'm telling you, she's pretty upset, Vicky. Well, she thought I did something, but I didn't. I didn't do anything. Rosie dug something out of the garbage can, is rebuilding it on the kitchen table. It's worse, Bubbles. It's worse. Ultimately, I didn't do it, but I'm just saying she's pretty darn upset. Where is George traveling next? Gilligan, I think we're going to Tuesday night. We're going to do next Tuesday. We're going to do another overnighter. I think we're just going to have a little local wind down to the little town of Petaluma. We're going to overnight down there. It'll give us a chance to do a couple things. Number one, test out to make sure our anti-fogging measures for the window work good so we can boondock. And number two, we'll be able to test out the new bed. We have a memory foam. So we got 2 objectives for this this little trip. We might go somewhere else. Which cool campground? Oh yeah, yeah, that was where the KOA was down there. Yeah. You think I could sneak in there and just stick the rig in? Can you imagine how embarrassing it is if you get caught out at the pool? Show us your wristband. It must have come off in the water. Really? Which site are you staying in? I can't remember. Are you sure you're registered here? I had a little too much to drink last night. Is it going to be a problem? Did I use your pool a little bit? You don't think I was worth the view? Or your Are you going to really kick us out of here? See, Jen, you've done it again, what you did to us. You got the wrong campground here. Oh, man. Yeah, I know, Vicky. Vicky, I get some perverse joy in life out of, gaming the system a little bit when it comes to avoiding high charges on places. I'm not saying I'm a mooch, but I wouldn't try to ever sneak into the KOA pool. But we did get permission to look around. I had the thing, but I'm just saying when it comes to boondocking and stuff like that, I don't mind sleeping comfortably in the rig on the street somewhere, and where other people around me are paying $200 to $300 a night for. Yeah, I know, I'm just cheap. I know. Yeah, Elvis would sneak in with the goats. Throw the damn goats in. It's goat meat shawarmas tonight. Shoot. I haven't seen much of him on YouTube. But, I think something's going on with his mom and stuff right now. Getting her resituated or something. I just hope it grows up a little bit. Yeah, oh my. Vicky says, oh my. Vicky, haven't you ever wanted to be cheap? No, Rosie, I always pay proudly top fare. Yeah, Amazing Grace, Elvis, Goosebump City. Yeah. Yeah, I think he recorded probably more religious albums than any other really super popular singer. I mean, everybody cut a Christmas record, but yeah, that's true. That's true, Gilligan. Yeah, Vicky says I'm pretty cheap as well. I don't know. I mean, what I'm trying to do, Vicky, is build up a parallel world of living well on the road that doesn't really involve a hotel, right? Gilligan says I'm pretty good at pissing money away. Yeah, frugal. That's it, Vicky. I mean, I'm developing a parallel world, right, where I have like the equivalent experience, like when we went to Point Reyes Station down there and avoided the fancy hotels and stuff at Marin County, and had a really good time. Cooked our own meals. So the funny thing is, since I've had this rig, I'm hardly spending a time. It's about time you showed up, Rob. What's the score? What's going on out there tonight? I heard somebody had a haranguing hangout tonight or something. Martha was saying somebody was blaming the trolls for something else tonight. I don't know. I was on TR's chat. Yeah, it's about time you rolled in here. About time you got your New York buddy in here. I mean, if I was cheap, you know, somebody like Rob would tell me that. Rob says, Brian got kicked out of Planet Fitness. What does that mean? Kicked out. I mean, did he assault somebody in the club? I mean, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Forever? Or? Yeah, we can't wait to get our Planet Fitness black cards and be able to go in there. That's going to be a key part of our strategy for staying fresh as daisies and everything. Nasty days, super cold, will be in hotels and stuff like that. Come and visit Vicky and Boise up there. Go see the Blue Stadium. Shay's upset because the trolls thinking of deleting channels, the same old shit. I don't know. I always said you better have a thick skin on YouTube, Rob, you know? Also, if you're a lying sack of shit, the trolls are gonna find you out. I'm not saying that about Shay, but I'm just saying if you BS on YouTube, you're gonna get caught out. I mean, you're definitely positively 100% gonna get nailed out. You know, I don't know anything about Shay, but I thought Shay just went through the hurricane and would be happy. Ryan was pestering the counter guy at Planet Fitness. The manager told him to leave. Huh. And that's the troll's fault? I don't know. I'll be back in a minute. You guys get it sorted out. Fucking clammy weather. Oh, Planet Fitness had more calls in 1 hour than they had all month. Well, I guess what's sad is the people that think it's a good deal they got going, and it's such a swell person, and then they have no understanding of history. Or I feel the worst for them because they're being sucked down the drain and they don't even know it. But that's neither here nor there. Times have moved on. I can't wait to join Planet Fitness. Yeah, I'm a little in the dark too, Vicky. I'm not quite sure, but evidently, yeah, that's why I like Rob. He knows everything that's going on everywhere on YouTube. Good night, Dave. What do you do overnight at the university anyway? What do you do? Just curious. Yeah, I just Gladys Kravitz of Bewitched. I guess that's who Vicky means. Gladys Kravitz knew everything that was going on in the neighborhood. I don't know. I honest to God don't care about that person. Thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours later, one and done. Hello, Ami. I really don't care anymore. Juicy Pops Red. That's it. I can't wait. I am the heating and air systems, which were all computed. We hit 34,000 a week ago. Bye. 34,000. Bye, Dave. Take care. 34,000 students. Yeah. Hi, Juicy. I really don't care. Guys are quiet. We got 30 people watching. Oh, I guess it's all the gang from over there. God knows they got nothing else to do. I'm doing good, Juicy. Thank you. Doing super duper. Gary Cooper. The only thing I got tomorrow is got to take Jen to the eye doctor. I'm going to drive for her because she's getting her eyes dilated tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to try to do part 2 of the hangout from the workshop, the TX 750 Pioneer 1970 unit to finish the repair and restoration on that. That's what's going on in my world. I'm doing good, Juicy. I'm doing really good. Life is good. I'm so excited. I'm approaching the end of my full-time working career. I am very, very excited to be looking at the van outside and thinking about the cool places that we're going to be going come January. I am excited. EXCITED, excited. First thing we're going to do is turn her down south and head down to Southern California and enjoy the warm sun in winter. Because I'm not going through another winter I had up here with the rain and nonstop rain. Last winter was terrible. It's like it rained every day from January through March, half of April. I'm not going through that again. You can be darn sure of that. Let's see. Rub says you don't like wilderness camping sites. I don't. I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable out in nature and countryside and stuff. I don't have a comfort level. I'm happier in urban areas and urban camping. Yeah, Vicky says at least you didn't get snowed out. Vicky, if I was with you, being snowed in would be a dream. Hmm? Put another log on the fire. Cling. Can you hear the little ting of champagne glasses? Ting. Oh, Rosie. I know that's strange, Rob. I know you like to joke with people like Rosie's a ghetto camper, but in that way, I'm like Elvis. I like to be where the action is in cities and stuff, in the where the people are, where the restaurants. You wouldn't like where I live. I know you're in New York State, Rob. I think you're around like Buffalo or Rochester, in that area, like central New York State, I think. Yeah, I know. You're out in nice countryside and everything there. For me, I mean, I'd like to hear a couple voices at night when I'm in the rig sleeping and walking on the streets and stuff. It's crazy, but just very urban upbringing. I just like all the amenities and stuff to see in the cities, and I feel spooky out in the woods. I feel like somebody's going to creep up on me, and it's just spooky. It's terrifying to me. Every little crackle, you think, oh, here comes the bear. This is the end of me. Thing's going to rip the door off, and there's Rosie's little mouth-sized morsel. Here comes Jen, the main event, right? It's a lot of meat on those girls. I love walking in the woods when it's pitch black. It's too scary for me, Rob. You don't even know what the hell's in there when you're walking in the woods. Now, let's see. Vicky said, no voices when I'm camping, just coyotes howling, crickets singing, streams bubbling. Yeah, Lake Shadow said, what's really terrifying is that you cannot see without the street lights. Yeah. Yeah, Rob is crazy. I feel the same way, Jasmine. I want to hear people around. I want to hear doors closing. I want to hear tires on the street. I want to hear all those nice, familiar sounds. Rob's out there waiting to get that axe in the back or something, traipsing through the woods. Rob said no street lights where I live. Good morning, Nicole. Ask Nicole if she would like urban boondocking or out in the countryside. This is too freaky to me, and Yeah, I knew that was coming. The damn hotel. Yes, Corsi City. Joe says, Stellar says, I'm not too afraid of very much except large parts of the state of New Jersey. Oh, thank you, Juicy. Says, I love your outfit. I don't ever hardly wear pink. Pink overwhelms. I don't think computer monitors. I don't think cams like pink. You rarely see people wear hot pink on newspaper. TV reporters and anchors. They never wear hot pink. It wreaks havoc with the. Jen wears pink. I like royal blue and those colors. But I don't know, Rob. I don't want that quietness. I want to hear. I want to hear action on the street when I'm in there at night. I want to hear cops and fire department running around and all that. Call me crazy. So Elvis and I do have that in common. We do enjoy urban boondocking. But I'm not going to go park outside of some trans club somewhere, you know. I'll be inside, you know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rosie O'Kelly. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't even imagine that, Nicole. I mean, if I had the slightest little inkling of flare up of that, I would have that nipped in the bud like yesterday. That is so gross. I don't even want to. Oh, I mean, we were hygiene personified. Plastic for over the bed, daytime, and then, oh man, can you imagine on wet days crawling in there with wet shoes and feet. I hear somebody screaming on the front street. Dollar store for jock itch cream. I couldn't even imagine that. I was an athlete my whole life, and I never had that. Now some dogs barking out there real weird. Woo! Where the fuck do you live? Cars crashing, people screaming. What's next? I know. Wait till you hear tomorrow, Nicole, what the latest is. You're going to flip your wig. Well, you don't wear a wig, but you're going to flip when you hear this tomorrow. Dollar store. I'm doing a dollar store thing on Thursday. I think I'm going to the dollar store. I got kicked out last year. Yeah, who in the hell's walking around out here? Yeah, where Nicole lives, it's all civilized. Can you give us a hint? Let's just say it has to do with the flowers, Rob. I'll leave it at that. Take a gun. Actually, this street is pretty dead for crime. Did you hear that dog bark? Something going on out here. Ooh. Oh man, that was goofy, scary, huh? I don't know what that is. You know, Halloween's a coming, guys. I think I'm going to just be the witch. What do you think? There's the black corset and the right. Yeah, it's pretty dead for crime here. There's not a lot going on over here. Yeah, right. Yeah. See you later. You enjoy that, zombie. Nobody even finished reading what you wrote. So hard. Sorry to have wasted your time. Go over to the other hangout. They're all into that. Let's see. Oh man, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, huh? No, what I meant dead for crime was the year. I know I take them out quick. They don't even get time to put their little story in. I'll tell you, when I moved here in 2011, I settled on May 31st. I then went to North Carolina for a family reunion, and when I came back on June 7th, I started working on the place. June 7th, 2011. But 6 months before I had purchased, somebody's hands were zip tied behind their back at the next door down, and they were shot in the head. But since that time, since I've been here, there's been nothing except crazy car accidents and stuff. Haven't had any, break-ins, nothing. Aussie says he needs a slave. Latest video, I said, I'm applying for the job. Nice to see you, Aussie. Let's see if we can set the mood for Halloween a little bit. It's a little too dark. Yeah, we just didn't. And then since that happened, there's been nothing. Nothing. Actually, more crap happens on the other side of town because that's where all the money is. People don't get broken into their houses. There's nothing here to steal. Okay, Nicole said we had somebody shot near me earlier. I'm surprised they can even get a gun in over there. Rosie, just give me some wild animals. Say screw the people. There we go. Yeah, I know. I need dimmers. You can't use them with LEDs though, unless you have some crazy expensive dimmer switch. They just don't. LEDs. That's good. Aussie said, I got me a couple slave chicks on Second Life. There you go. Gun crime is on the rise here, Rosie. I'm surprised. You think of more knife crime and stuff and getting hit in the head with a blackjack or something in Australia. Thank you, Aussie. I've been on a diet since it's been 1 week. And I've been pretty good. I had my surgery. I don't know if you saw the video where I had showed today, yesterday, this morning, the incision. So I'm really happy. It was almost imperceptible to see it. So, ooh. Yeah, Nicole says, Rosie, as much as I do, gun laws don't work. They will get them if they want to. Yeah, if they want them, for sure, Nicole. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that Britain's so strict on guns. JK NoCal in the house. 7,400 miles of fun this summer. My man drove 3,700 miles each way. 3,700 miles for a nice lobster in Maine. I'll tell you, James, I've crisscrossed country so many times. It gets a little old out there in the Midwest, you know. My new neighbors are goats and sheep. How do you like that, Aussie? Huh? You got fresh meat out there. You see Aussie out there. Come here, Mike. Hey, Joshy. Elvis is going to eat your neighbors. Yes, it's Joshy. Good morning to you, Joshy. Joshy, I didn't get a chance to touch base with you after the Ohio State Oklahoma game. No surprise there for you? Oh, man. Aussie. Oh, shit. I love Aussie. He was going down there. Aussie's latest video. He's rolling down the road. He's cranking those tunes, man. Just having the time of his life. Okay, not shocked, surprised it was such a large win. Yeah, me too. I'm going to go grab a yogurt here. Try a little blueberry, huh? Ooh. Oxygen thief. Oh, man. It's not going to be long till Vegas, Joshy. Your thoughts on OSU game? I was stunned. I was stunned at, that was at home. Ohio State University just stunned me. I just think either Oklahoma is really good or OSU's on an off year, which is impossible considering the way they recruit. Oh, I love blueberry. Time will tell. You surprised the Ravens defense was so stifling against Cincinnati, 20-0. Well, it's still here, Nicole. I have the whole thing here. I didn't inhale it. I got it all there. What a ball buster. It's all here. I'm not a fast eater. Jen's a fast eater. Yeah, inhale. I'm not a fast eater. Jen is. Defense was in top shape. Kansas City looked awesome. Kansas City looked remarkable against Patriots. But then again, what's that guy's Edelman? Julian Edelman wasn't playing. Right. So they're like 3-8 in games where he's not playing. I know you are, Nicole. That's why we have such love for each other. I knew when I did Friday Night Foodies, Nicole was going to be like, all right, Korean. And that did not disappoint. That was so damn good. Yep, that's it, Aussie. You got it. Aussie knows the score. Nicole, Aussie's looking for a slave. We did that for you, Nicole. Aussie's looking for a slave, so he's a good Commonwealth. He's got no problem coming or having you come over to Australia. Wrong Korea. Oh shit! No, Aussie be a real pain in the ass, you know. I'll tell you that food did not disappoint. I've had a lot of Chinese pancake and stuff, and that Korean held up with the best of it. And I've had a lot of Chinese clay pot, hot pot, and this Korean bibimbap was great. I overdosed on the hot sauce, the chili paste. I did 3 enormous squirts of that because I love really hot food. Hi, Greg. Not a fan of Fatty Panda. Yeah, well, they put a cooked egg on in Nicole, but you find with me, if I'm going into a place, I want to have a beer. I told the guy I want a Korean beer, and he brought me the Cass beer, which is the #1 beer in Korea. And I said I want an authentic Korean. I don't want some American. I don't. I want to have real authentic everything, kimchi, all the little sides, everything. I'd like the kimchi. I was shocked. I'd never had kimchi before. And I've got to be honest, that kimchi was awesome. It was not nearly as spicy as that. Of course, I got to confess. I mean, I love hot, hot, hot food. This was spicy, but in an excellent way. It did not overwhelm the cabbage flavor, which was great. So I rated it excellent. I just wanted a little more seafood in my bibimbap. That was it. That was the only thing that kept it from a higher rating for me. Oh, that's it. I think that's the way it would turn out, Rob. I think pretty much Aussie would be Nicole's slave. Shit, that's funny. Shit. I'll tell you, kimchi is good. Now, I don't know what kind of variations that they are on it, or whether kimchi is like kimchi, like sauerkraut, like, you know, I don't know what kind of, I'm sure everybody's got their own twist on it, but you should incorporate kimchi into your diet. It's really good for you. In what way, Nicole? I mean, it's spicy, and although I'd gladly have Korean food again. It was really good because I really like Asian food. All the years I was in China, and you know, I've had Korean barbecue where you do the grill and all that, but this was my first real sit-down Korean. I eat it every day as a side dish with my main meals. So yeah, it's good. I mean, I do follow Nicole's stuff on Instagram and stuff, so I see what she's making, and I'll get up to speed on the other stuff. I'm just trying to get myself into the home stretch of towards retirement here. Kimchi is very nutritious and healthy, but it can be an acquired taste. Yeah, I thought it would be much more garlicky and spicy because I'm not a real garlic person. I can take the hottest ghost peppers and stuff, but I cannot abide a lot of garlic. Health benefits are second to none. That's good. I saw she stuffed her cabinet full of like 6,000 jars of kimchi just in case the factory explodes one day. Be set for the next 15 years. Now you went from Japanese to Korean, right? Right? How does that work? I prep on kimchi. Okay. Oh, you do both. Yeah. Somebody said that you slammed into a big red or something, Aussie. Man, I hope you didn't muck your car up. Yeah, big. Get yourself a big red. I'm wondering how kangaroo tastes. Oh, you hit a dead one. Oh shit. Aussie's not into roadkill. What the fuck? Damage my caravan. That sounds like somebody else. uh, okay, Greg says it tastes like beef. I'd like to try it. I mean, a cattle's so different from a kangaroo, but I guess the basic diet's the same, huh? Okay, beefy, a little gamey, but delicious. You think that they'd be serving that stuff up all the time? Isn't it like always overpopulated with kangaroos down there? Or is it rabbits that are always overrunning? I know in a lot of Australia, rabbits are a big pain in the ass down there. I'm learning to make noodles soon. I'm excited. That's good. My ex made noodles all the time. Oh, okay. When I was in prison, the screws brought in roux tails for the natives. That was nice of them. Kind of like wild turkey in the eastern states. I don't know if you saw, I mean, every day I go to work now, I'm seeing, we always have wild turkeys everywhere this time of year. Roos are like rats, they're everywhere. What about rabbits, Ozzy? Those rabbits are like supposed to be everywhere. Yeah, I just remember you used to talk about the big reds. No, Ozzy's not a rabbit. They don't seem like they'd be the hardest animal to hunt, a kangaroo. Big truck driver, the grates over the lower half, the ones to keep the roux head from coming through the glass. Yeah. What fish? Martha has fish. I like Martha has. Yeah, Martha has fish. Okay, she's got fish, huh? Okay, in a huge pond in the city. Okay. Pay attention, Rosie. Oh, there's a new. Hey, Roscoe, how are you? I guess you got a lot coming over from Indo, huh? Indonesia. I have a small planted tank going right now, working on getting my 90 planted going. That's cool. Where do they come from? Where do they come from, Roscoe? And good to see you, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. From Indonesia? You don't mean like the real hardcore, like Middle Easterners, do you? James says, I always feel like somebody's watching me. You better cut down on the weed, bro. I'm just saying. It'd be like something out of the movie Reefer Madness, right? Let me see Martha's channel. I'm going to be really pissed off if I see something here. Jesus, why am I unsubbed? I already subbed Martha. Now I'm not fucking subbed. No wonder I'm not seeing this crap. You know, Martha knows I've been subbed, watched all the prospecting videos, the rig videos. Thank you, YouTube. I'll catch up on them. right. Damn. I hear something on the roof. Yeah, Ozzy, great movie, Reefer Madness. You'll love the end of it. Love it. The girl breaks away from the courthouse matron and just plunges herself headlong through the window at the end of the corridor. Nice touch. All right, I'll check it out. I was subbed to Martha, she knows, and now YouTube and its infinite wisdom. I just thought she hadn't been posting it. She's posted a lot of stuff. Good Lord. Never know how that happens. I just don't understand it, Nicole, because, you know, I'd always enjoyed out driving to the site and stuff like that, and suddenly you're not subbed anymore. I mean, how does that work? I mean, if something's not watched in a month, you're unsubbed? Wow, Ozzy, he's paying 50 gigabits for every 50 bucks Australian for every 10 gigs used. Okay, Martha, I'm resubbed, so I apologize. I have no idea how that happens. People getting unsubbed from people and demonetized and most stupid shit. It's ridiculous. All right, that's great. JK says I'm having a barn raising next spring on Neely Road, Rosie. You're invited. That's great, James. I'd love to bring my framing hammer and be right in there. I'll tell you, when I'm done, you're gonna put me on your team. You're gonna say this bitch has got to go. Be like, boys, watch. Look at this. Look at this for a day's work. Just don't ask me to do finish sheetrock. Just rough in. Well, we're gonna see you before then. I'm determined we're gonna see you. We'll drive up and meet you up there on your site sometime and bring up a picnic lunch, and we'll enjoy you. I mean, we'll see you on. Oh man, are they demonetizing? Nicole said, "Oh, check this, Rosie. I got one demonetized for the word Asian. They couldn't defend their action either. It was a foodie video about kimchi. Wow. I thought you're part of a network. I'll message you, James. I'm going to send you my phone number. We can text and stuff. So I got one demo. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened, Martha. It's like all of a sudden you just disappeared off planet Earth. YouTube is a mess. Especially waiting for them to post a vid. It turns out YouTube unsubbed me. Wow, any word like Asian or Islam is instant grounds for demonetization. I thought your network took care of your monetization and stuff, Nicole. Good night, Greg. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, I'm a little late. I kind of had the urge just to hang out a little bit tonight. So I mean, obviously, I don't even much care. I mean, I don't imagine much of my, I don't even look at it too much. I don't imagine much of my stuff monetizes, but it is what it is. Okay, BuzzFeed can say Asian in all their vids and nothing happens. But Nicole's doing cooking video. I don't get that. Yeah, that's it. James says just keep making content. You too. I want to get you a camera. I want to get you a GoPro, James, so you'll do longer videos and stuff. I loved your videos on the road. I enjoyed the hell out of them. So you're having problems, huh? Okay, James says I got a Hero 3. That's cool. Start using it. You got good stuff to talk about. Very interesting. Let's see. So Nicole, you're having problems with them with just your. I mean, there's nothing even remotely, non-monetizably friendly on your stuff. I don't get it. It's not like you're Rosie. Well, I used to stick my jugs out there. Oh, FFS. We know, Rosie. We know. It's hitting everyone. Nothing I can do about it. Still going to make videos. It's going to affect everything. I love making content, but it's just annoying. Seems pretty rugged. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. Most things on YouTube don't get better though. Vicky. Waiting for Nicole. For fuck's sake, Rosie. But I've been a good girl for the better part of 2 months, but it hasn't helped. Not that I did stuff for that, but I just felt like getting on the road. It's got to dress the part. Nothing. I thought you were gonna. If you didn't hear it, that's good then. Rewind it tomorrow. Yeah, James said maybe another looser platform. Someone has to fill the void. Well, I went on Daily Motion 4 years ago. I was so pissed at YouTube. My was temporarily terminated, and I went back. I went to Daily Motion, and man, they were really easy going. And then Jen and I thought we'd set up a parallel platform at the beginning of the year. Man, I mean, even Jen showing her tractor vids, and me just talking about stuff in the backyard. And because, you saw a little nip or something, not nip, but, little headlights on or something, it's just, you too, Jasmine. Love you, sweetie. Take care. I adore you, girl. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's the way I am, Nicole. I wouldn't, if I was in this for the money, yeah, I just enjoy making videos, but I'm just surprised just using the word Asian get you bagged on here. Yeah, Jasmine's sweet. Man, I mean, it gets ridiculous. I mean, it's like saying, that, yeah, the lights are on, that's it. Oh, they called them out and they couldn't answer. They usually just come back to you and quote some cut and paste thing from. They're just going to sterilize it too much, and it won't be fun. I mean, it's like saying everybody is G-rated content when, you see stuff being sponsored on TV that's much more risque and stuff, and advertisers fall all over themselves to be on that. So I don't quite understand. You would think that YouTube would have YouTube green and YouTube red. There'd be like a, if you wanted to put something of a little more adult nature on, you could put it on YouTube Red. Everything would monetize, and it would just be a question of which advertisers wanted to be on it. You know, lubes, condoms, whatever, or, you know, alcohol. And then on Mary Poppins Green, I'm not even going to repeat that, Nicole. Yeah, all right, James. I'm gonna text you my phone number. Just text me. We'd love to take you seriously. Have you as a guest on Friday Night Foodies, someplace up in Windsor or something, or Geyserville or something. We'd do something. We'd love to meet you, Jen and I. We met Jason Brentwood up county. We still haven't met you, and that's our bad. So we love you. We love your vids. Awesome stuff. I'll make that happen. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go to your let me go to your channel, your about page, and then we can just text me back when you have a chance tomorrow or something, so we'll be connected. And I guarantee you, I never give anything out on. All right, so that's sent. You got that? Kaboom. All right, there we go. You're doing okay, James. You got 100,000 views on your stuff. That's pretty cool. All right, let me get back to planet Earth here. Nicole's probably yelling at me over here. Let's see. Rosie, get your shit together. All right, James, you got that, so we'll make that happen. I can imagine James, handsome James, being a guest reviewer on Friday night restaurant reviews. Maybe that'll be a good one for our 100th episode. Oh, it's getting on the midnight, so yeah. I'm going to let Nicole get her day started. She's got kimchi to buy. Are you making that stuff yet, Nicole? What's the deal on the kimchi? Are you going to be making it, or are you going to be buying? Are you getting a clay jar? Are you going to drive your mom crazy and have that shit buried all, all over the backyard? Oh, okay. All right. It's true though, Rosie. People are so angry about shit they don't use what's there for them. Yeah, I'm afraid YouTube is just going to shoot themselves in the foot, you know. I don't know. Somebody's going to come scooting in like Instagram or something, or yeah, you need to make your own. Now that's a great video. That's something I'd really enjoy seeing. Making some kimchi. All right, guys. Well, it is midnight. Okay, yeah, I guess those are expensive, those pots. All right, love you guys. Thanks for being on tonight. Nicole, great to see you as per usual. Vicky, me love. And Martha, I'm resub, so I will check out your videos, as I always enjoy doing. And, you know, YouTube, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being along tonight, and stay tuned. More stuff coming your way. Yeah, you too, Nicole. Have a great day today, and best to your mom and Milo. Bye, everyone.